It's a new day for all of us. Hello, my name is Van Ritchie, and it is an absolute pleasure to introduce you to Peel Back the Onion, a regular podcast where you are the most important person of the day and where life issues and challenges get to be peeled back so you have the best day of your life. And now, please welcome the hosts of Peel Back the Onion, Dr. Geraldine Cronin and Dr. Jerry Cammarata.
Welcome to another very special edition to Peel Back the Onion podcast. I am Dr. Geraldine Cronin, and as you know, we are preparing for podcasts for the 2025 season. Recently, I presented my interview with author Bruce Ratner. We thought this interview should not wait to be put into the 2025 lineup because of the important topic of cancer, its prevention, and the all-important fight against cancer, early detection, being screened, and keeping yourself in the best health possible so it is now available. We have another topic today that we thought we should bring to you before our season begins. As many of you know, my co-host, Dr. Jerry Cammarata, was recently appointed ambassador to the United Nations for the World Safety Organization. His recent remarks were presented at the World Safety Symposium held in India, and we thought his comments would be important to air at this time.
May I welcome all of you to our 2024 World Conference on Injury Prevention and Safety Promotion at the Taj Palace in New Delhi, India. My name is Dr. Jerry Cammarata, your World Safety Organization Ambassador to the United Nations. I stand tall beside each and every one of you today as one of our over 4,000 globally certified safety officers who vigilantly assure that the manner in which we live and work is performed with the utmost of detail in preserving the quality of life and the sustainability of our planet. Both of these distinctions are not only goals of our World Safety Organization, but also they are the goals of the United Nations. In keeping with these goals, I'd like to address you on issues that I believe to be important to each of us professionally, as well as to our World Safety Organization. Now, the issue of advocacy. Advocacy. It has a major impact on our professional disciplines, our identity, our society, and the world of safety. Now, advocacy for promoting who we are as a World Safety Organization, the contributions we have been and are making in the work we do every day is vital. In fact, our success as the premier global certifying safety organization rests on the shoulders of each of us every day, making sure we can evangelize about the value of our work and how much more we want to do and must do to encourage others to join in the growth of our great organization. This means that advocacy, which is the responsibility of each of us, must include thoughtful examples about safety in our homes, including strategies to keep everyone at home safe, and safety being the mantra of the way the family conducts itself. Advocacy in your communities, being a part of your local, city, and state projects, ensuring that your voice of safety is heard and appreciated. Your suggestions, your testimony, as well as project participation very well could mean a better plan to assure the best positive outcomes. Advocacy in speaking to groups in your community about the work you do, the impact it has on their lives, and how necessary you are to assure that their lives are better because of the safety work you do. Speaking to students in schools and to senior organizations can have an outstanding impact on getting the word out. Now, many, if not all of you, Well, you've traveled through a rigorous course of study in some college, some university, or trade school. Go back to the institution that graduated you, or even to a local teaching institution, and talk to them about the safety courses they offer, safety courses they could and they should offer, and how an affiliation with the certification program of the WSO can be an opportunity for their program to have a very, very special distinction. Now, who among you can be and should be mentors to high school and college students who are interested in working opportunities within our industry? Imagine the contribution you can make just to one student who learns through your guidance and becomes a certified World Safety Officer member. Advocacy in running for an elected office in your town can also be powerful. Seeking and winning a seat in government means you are in an excellent position to create safety legislation and make a positive contribution to the safety practices of your jurisdiction. The World Safety Organization, it will continue to grow, and it will continue to grow in value to the businesses and governments around the world as we take an ambitious personal step to want to grow who we are and what we do. The world will not get safer unless we are disciples of the great safety literature and practices we studied in school. And we bring those experiences to our career work and make the world know about who we are as the World Safety Organization and the outstanding contributions it makes to our global society. Now, in the last 8 months, I've met with ambassadors, consul generals, and other government officials from around the world, from Guatemala, from Poland, from Chile, Hungary, Uganda, Germany, Israel, Mexico, Kosovo, among many, many other countries. And to my dismay, many have not heard about our organization and work we do in safety, both as a certification organization and as a powerhouse of safety professionals working in industry and government. Now this must change, and each of us must contribute to that change, as I outlined above. I'm a firm believer in building the best project from the foundation of substance and evidence-based practices. Now, this has been the foundation of my work in the medical field, and I believe it should be and is the work of all of us in what we do every single day. For our organization to grow and to become iconic, we must be seen in the same light, in the same frame of reference, in the same contributing manner as Doctors Without Borders and the World Health Organization. Now, granted, these organizations are service-oriented and we are certification-oriented. However, I extend the following thought for all of us to ponder. We are again 4,000 certified safety professionals globally and from a variety of work backgrounds. It could include health, construction, architecture, engineering, manufacturing, education, energy, among others. Imagine if there was an international disaster, and not only was Doctors Without Borders and the World Health Organization called, but the World Safety Organization was called to be a partner in providing help. Yes, we are not geared up for that at this time. But what I've spoken about so far gives us every opportunity to build our World Safety Organization, to expand the global influence of our WSO, to develop more supportive administrative offices of our WSO in countries around the world through our Central Management Office and for us to arrive at the doorsteps of the United Nations as one of the backbone senior organizations in keeping our planet safe, secure, and sustainable. Let me provide an example of serving alongside Doctors Without Borders and the World Health Organization. Recently, the United Nations Office of the World Health Organization cited war-ravaged Syria was in dire need of a greater investment by the international community. The health sector of Syria is affected by a lack of resources, but also a socioeconomic situation that is rapidly worsening. And this is due to ongoing insecurity, climate change, environmental risks, displacement, poverty, and sufficient access to food. What was not articulated, however, not part of the report focus, but important to our conversation, was road safety accident deaths in Syria reaching 2,550 total deaths in 2020. This ranks Syria number 87 in the world of traffic accidents. This point is most important because there is a breach of safety. It would be prudent and relevant for the World Safety Organization to be called in and to provide expertise to reduce the number of injuries and deaths associated with accidents. This could further reduce the burden upon the healthcare system of Syria. This could be an invaluable contribution WSO could make in this particular example. My hopes for our beloved World Safety Organization is to be an institutional change maker on the global scene. Our beloved WSO should not only assure a platform of competency among safety professionals worldwide, but these same safety professionals are available, are willing, and are able to be called upon by governments and the United Nations at a moment's notice when need arises. At a time in our world history when human actions are surrounded by technologies requiring an intense focus on safety mechanisms to prevent disasters, and there's an urgent need for a global consensus on managing our natural resources so we may be successful in promoting 100% sustainable living, we must develop public, private, and government partnerships if we will ever be able to successfully grow our planet and our population. In the United States, for example, driver education, manufacturer and dealer safety instructions, public policies and laws all had an influence on vehicle fatalities from 2022 to 2023. Data analysis presented in May of 24 by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration demonstrated vehicle fatalities went down in almost every category of review. For example, rollover crashes were down 9%. Single vehicle crashes were down 5%. Ejections from a vehicle were down 10%. Speeding related crashes were down 4%. However, motorcycle crashes were up 2%. An area which still requires considerable more attention. In another review of data, this time from the International Trade Administration report of January 2024, specifically related to India, the Indian safety and security industry has experienced steady growth, with some segments estimated to be growing 15 to 20% annually. Population growth, urbanization, industrialization, and expansion of infrastructure and mass transportation systems are all driving expectations for greater safety and security measures, particularly linked to critical national infrastructure projects. Now, based upon this growth need, Begin to select what you can accomplish in your local communities and begin to build on your current assets, particularly based on the Indian safety growth needs. Let your enthusiasm for who you are as safety professionals capture the minds and the hearts of those around you. Let your imagination for creating new ideas, programs, and safety be felt by those who serve. Let all of us be unique contributors to the magnificence of our World Safety Organization. We have every right to take credit for the art and practice of safety around the world. The influence of the World Safety Organization is safety officers must continue to grow and be part of the safety fabric of every country on earth. Finally, let safety and sustainability be among the many engines of thought and practice which will lead every leader of every country and of our distinguished United Nations to say to the World Safety Organization, thank you. Thank you, World Safety Organization, for all you do for humanity. It is with gratitude I serve you as your ambassador to the United Nations and hope all of our goals will be met. And until next time, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your symposium today.
My takeaway from Ambassador Cammarata's presentation was activism and involvement. The more all of us see ourselves as participating in the journey to make our world a better place, the more fulfilled our lives will be, and the better the purpose for our existence on Earth. As always, we thank you for watching our Peel Back the Onion podcasts and look forward to seeing you during our 2025 podcast season. All of our podcasts are available on most streaming platforms. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for joining us on this podcast. If there's an issue which you would have discussed on Peel Back the Onion, please send us a note to peelbacktheonionpodcast@gmail.com. We will always try to get as many emails on the air as we can. From your hosts, Dr. Geraldine Cronin and Dr. Jerry Cammarata, and from me, Van Ritchie, we hope every day is a great day for you and everyone in your life.